Welcome to Stop the Madness. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Stop the Madness. I'm your host, The Kid Plot. Thank you so much once again for joining us. Of course, I'm here with my co-host, Isaac Cotto.
Yes, we're back.
We're back in the building after about 2 weeks off.
That's 2 weeks.
But we back with another great
when you travel.
Yes, back with another great video for you guys. But before we get started, like the video, comment on the video, share the video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications bell so you're notified when we make more videos like this. And as usual, kick us off.
Well, last week, we took a left turn on our topics, and we said, we're gonna start doing some more relationship stuff, right? Okay, cool. And lo and behold,
Man,
we are blessed.
Just fell in our lap.
It fell in our laps.
Crazy.
Our boy
Shannon Sharpe.
Let's hear out. I haven't heard the full audios.
He's in trouble, man.
But we're gonna hear apparently there are 2 audio clips.
I think he's gonna be okay, but he's in trouble, man.
1, 2, and then we'll see his video where he reacts. Let's do it.
Anything I say, you're just gonna get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up.
So this is the audio. These are the audio clips of the conversation that Shannon Sharpe had with what they're calling is Jane Doe, but her real name is Gabriela Zuniga.
Mm-hmm. Carly on OnlyFans, apparently.
Yeah, something like that. Something Carly, yeah.
Okay.
So this is their audio conversation back and forth that
and
sounds...
You were telling me she's 20 years old.
She's 20 right now, yeah.
Now.
So this and he's like 55 or something like that. 54, 55, 56, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because this is audio that, even though, yes, this is their audio, I believe it is their audio. It sounds like Shannon, and I don't know what she sounds like, but it definitely sounds like Shannon. But it sounds edited like a motherfucker. Like, there's a lot of parts.
Okay.
There's not enough.
It sounds choppy.
To me, there's not enough context in the audio.
Sure.
It's just highlighting. This is literally highlights of a conversation.
Okay.
To me.
Okay.
But yes, what was said, but without context, it's very different.
I know they released the initial Shannon's group. The initial response was to post text messages between them,
which we saw.
Right, and it basically was talking about, tie me up like a dog, and I want to have a big black baby, and it's $25K per butt cheek.
Yeah.
And,
oh yes.
And,
which that text message log is available if you just go online and Google it.
It's on his Instagram.
Yeah, it's on his IG. You guys can see the whole conversation through text.
And,
that way,
it sounds like a very dominatrix, master.
That's the relationship they had.
Relationship.
Yeah.
It's a fetish. People do it. It's a thing. So let's listen to the phone calls.
Get it.
On me, so I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh no, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke out of you when I see you.
Now, if you just hear that and nothing else, you would think like, "Yo, this dude is out of control, man." Like, what? How?
But to me, when I hear, I'm a fucking choke you. To me, that is the equivalent. Of someone saying, "I'm gonna kill you, man." Like
stop, bro. I'm gonna kill you. You keep saying that,
right? Like, no one believes that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I take it.
Maybe. All right, here you go.
Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Anything I say, you're just gonna. You're coming to LA tomorrow.
So this is the second audio clip.
Long ass pause.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
That
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
That has nothing to do with going to LA. I don't know.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in and getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might choke you in public.
Damn.
Big black guy chokes small white woman.
Come on, man. You know damn well Shannon Sharpe, public figure, celebrity, ain't about to choke nobody, especially not no white girl in public.
Of course. That they clearly had some kind of dominant type of sexual vibe between them. Mm-hmm. But just off the text messages, and then you talk the way they talk to each other on the phone call, that's kind of what it sounds like to me. Like a dude that's used to being dominant over her, she likes it and she goes with it. And that's why we're gonna look at his reaction. He posted a video where he says, "Hey, that those phone clips released a whole 10-minute conversation.
Correct.
Just release the whole thing." And for me, for him to even say that, like that gives me confidence. Like, yeah, it's probably gonna sound like some kinky ass phone sex thing that they got.
So in a way, I'm actually kind of glad that he actually came out and went on the offensive. Stephen A. Smith said that he doesn't know if that was a good idea. I think it was a good idea to go on the offensive to defend yourself, because the fact that he came out and said, hey, listen, they're going to release this little short clip to paint me out as the bad guy, but there's a full video. If you see the full video,
that's a different story.
It's not going to paint the same picture.
Right.
So don't fall for it, because they're going to try to control the media.
She looks in the camera and smiles. Yeah.
Context matters, man.
Okay, yeah.
It always does.
The mere fact that, like I said, he says, release the whole 10-minute conversation. And the level of confidence he's saying that with, it to me gives credence to what you see on the text message. But let's check out his video here.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself, because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly, on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Damn.
I think that was a good move. I'll tell you why. He is now more than ever in the public space. His platforms is based on people liking him, subscribing to him, and of course that's going to bring all these other businesses to the table when you have millions upon the millions of people subscribing to your content. He works for ESPN/Disney. He has to come out to the public and say, "Hey, this is some BS. It is what it is, and I'm going to defend myself," versus if he stood completely quiet while they're releasing 30-second videos, while they're doing this, especially the difference between Diddy denied shit, knowing that he did shit, like beat the shit out of old girl. Right. If he's doing that, I would take it that he's really rock solid on, there's nothing here. Like, there's nothing like that.
Well, I mean, listen, like, and that's why I said a few minutes ago, like, I'm glad that he actually went on the offensive, because at the end of the day, listen, if you know the truth and you know what happened and you are saying that the truth, like he told, Stephen A. Smith came out today, I think it was yesterday or today. He was like, I spoke to Shannon, and Shannon was emphatic of his innocence, emphatic of him not doing anything wrong, nothing illegal. Everything was consensual, 100%. But then the other side is completely emphatic about Shannon's guilt. So he's like, we can't we could assume who we think is telling the truth, but none of us, if we're being responsible, really know. That's why you got to let the investigation happen, let them find all the truth, all the facts out, and come to their conclusion. Because at the end of the day, we can't go based on what we think. We can't go based on, well, normally this is how it works out. And this girl's just trying, okay, yeah, that's normally how it works. That's normally what happens. It happened with Jay-Z. But we can't be irresponsible and just assume, yeah, this is another one of those. We have to. That's the whole purpose of court. That's what the court system is for.
But I mean,
am I wrong? I think he's innocent, but I'm just saying what I think means shit. What you think means shit. The facts are what matter.
Yeah, Stephen A. He had to walk a thin line. He's also really big with ESPN. Mm-hmm. Right, this is a scandal with his co-host, someone he sponsored, got on the show, but supposedly that's his friend. All that sounded fine, but I think he should have been like, I believe him. That the person I know,
he did say that.
I believe he's telling the truth.
No, he did say that.
Okay,
what he was saying was that even though I believe that is the case,
I
hope that is the case.
Right.
I don't know for sure.
Right. Okay.
Because I wasn't there.
Fair enough. All right, cool.
No one was there except them. So the facts have to come out for us to actually listen. And this is coming from me right now. In the O.J. Simpson case, the only people that knew what happened were the people that were there, which was him. Mm-hmm. Nobody believed he did it until they believed he did it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we feel, what we believe, this looks like a shakedown. It screams shakedown from 30 miles away. Yes. But we still got to go through litigation process.
Sure.
We got to go through it.
Yes.
Because you never know what evidence might come up that we say, oh, shit, I didn't see that curveball. Mm-hmm. I didn't see that one. See, if I would have known that one a month ago, I wouldn't have. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the point.
Monday morning quarterback.
That's the point.
Yeah. Sure. Well, let's flip it a little bit. What should have Shannon done differently? Right? And this is for any level. I mean, especially these ultra successful people, right? You're worth 10, 15, 20, $30 million. Mm-hmm. And you have access to these girls, these women, right? This a 23, 24, 25-year-old, come across built like a tank.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. Like,
are you asking me or you asking your own question?
No, I'm asking you. What would you do?
Well, no. So for me, especially if I'm 55 years old or in my mid 50s, I don't know. I think he's 55, but whatever age he is. If I'm in my mid 50s, I'm not looking at an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old or a 21-year-old. Like, I'm gonna keep it real.
What's the starting point?
If I'm 55 and I'm single, I'm gonna be real, bro. 30, 25 years.
Okay, yeah,
younger. It's already a lot.
Okay,
like 25 years, but at least a 30-year-old to me has to be mature enough.
Has life experience.
Correct. Sure. Already been through some bullshit. Already been through maybe some heartbreaks and all that good stuff.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying? But for me to mess with a 21-year-old, nigga, I'm 39 right now. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't mess with a 21-year-old now. Mm-hmm. The youngest I would mess with, and this is me being real with you. I'm gonna keep it 100, a buck. 27, 12 years younger.
27.
12 years younger.
You wouldn't do 25, be too young?
I mean, 1 or 2 more years. I mean, right now I would say no, but a 25, 26-year-old comes around and looks like she's a fully developed woman, and you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, but if I'm answering your question right now, no, 27 and up.
Okay.
I would feel a lot better about it. You know what I'm
saying? I think there's a line between young ones relationship-wise, young ones just to have a good time-wise. Is that number the same for you?
Well, when I say
it's a weekend.
Yeah.
And she's 23.
Yeah.
And she lives in an apartment with a roommate. And it's the weekend.
In America, no. In Dominican Republic, yes.
Hey.
I'm just being real. In America, hell nah. In DR,
yes.
23, 24.
Okay.
Hey, over there, they can drink at 18, so it's a little different.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm just asking. I kind of figured something like that.
How about you? Like, what's
I
the
think
youngest?
at 55, 25 would be my bottom.
30 years.
Yeah. But to have fun, if I was a single 55-year-old, 25, have fun.
Any country.
Well, of course, the Latin American countries would be preferable.
But I'm saying, like, you would still do that 25-year-old in America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have no problem. No.
No younger in another country. 21-year-old, maybe.
No. 25. Like 25 would be.
What if she was 21 and she looked like 25?
No. 25.
If she's 21 and she looked.
If I'm 55, 21 is too.
Bro, if she's 21 but she looked 30.
No, come on. They don't look 30, bro.
Shit.
They ain't no 21-year-olds that look 30.
I'm talking about her body look 30.
Yeah, no. I think at 55, that would be my bench, like my seat, my floor. My ceiling, 45 would be my ceiling.
I mean, for me, listen, more of the story for me is, Shannon Sharpe is too big of a public figure. He's a celebrity. To me, he shouldn't have been messing around with an 18-year-old to begin with when they first started dating in 2023. The fact that she's 20 right now, 30 years younger than he is, roughly. I just think that, he should have been a lot more aware. Like you just said off camera, just listening to her speak. He should have been able to be more prepared for someone that
I mean,
even speaks that way.
Yeah, I mean, just listening to 2 minutes of audio talking, like you cannot hold a real conversation. He would have been better off paying for it.
Yeah.
You like it, pay for it. She could talk like she, thinks with 3 rocks in her head, it wouldn't matter. But to stay involved, because this is what happened here. He stood involved with her, and guess what? She did what any greedy OnlyFans 20-year-old chick would do when given the opportunity.
But see, and when you just said that he could have paid for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a video of Shannon Sharpe on Nightcap, on his show Nightcap with Ocho, where he literally says, "Hey, ladies, what can you do that I can't pay for? Because if there's something that you can do that I can't pay for, that's what I want. Because if you're providing, sex, I could pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
I could hire a maid to clean my house. I could hire a chef to cook for me, all in the same person. I could literally pay them to do all of those things, and they will do it.
Yep.
So what is it that you can? If I'm and this is what he said on Nightcap. He was like, if I'm buying a flight to come see you, it's because I like you, and you do something to me that those people that could provide those services aren't doing for me. So clearly, if I'm doing that for you, is because you mean something to me.
Mm-hmm.
So this girl must have meant, because going by his own definition, she must have meant something to him beyond just booty. Because in his own words, he said, for me to do X, Y, and Z with you, when I can pay for X, Y, and Z, it's because you mean something more to me than those things that you could provide, which is cook, clean, and sex. You see what I'm saying? So clearly, whatever she was doing, he must have liked.
Oh, I mean, clearly he liked it. That's for sure.
But he liked her.
No. The mere fact he was willing to cut a $10 million check to make it go away. Clearly, he's done plenty with her, and
crazy.
And who knows what she has, and so cut that check. And I saw the breakdown of how they think, how they come up with these numbers for this type of settlement. It'll say, like, if your lawyers say you have 10% chance of losing, so 10% of $50 million is $5 million. The other thing is the cost of attorneys to go and fight this thing all the way to the end through trial. It's another, say, $8 million. So there's $13 million, and you got a 90% chance of winning, right? It's better off just cut a check for $10 million right now and walk away and don't even risk it. So with you winning, you probably end up going to pay at least, that amount of money, It's like, it's not worth it. Just cut a check right now and don't even deal with it. It has nothing to do. Are you guilty? Did you assault her? Did you rape her? It has nothing to do with that. It's just the cost of litigation and the process and all the information, all the dirts, hey, guess what? He likes a dildo also. You like all that stuff starts coming out. You don't want that to come out. Just rather cut the check.
Yeah.
So, man, we'll see what happens. This is going to be pretty interesting.
Man, the next few weeks is going to be very telling.
I hate that it happened to Shannon.
I like Shannon
because he doesn't come across of a guy that at least is putting himself in those environments. Like if he was a rapper and living, like if Tekashi 6ix9ine had the same thing happen to him, I'd be like, yeah, obviously yes. But he doesn't.
Nah.
What he does is very quiet.
And I've watched this story. Like he's come from a very poor background, living with his grandma.
Yeah.
Used to literally use the bathroom outside.
Yep.
Like sleeping in one room with all his siblings.
Yeah, facts.
Like he comes from a very humble background to overcome so much, making it to the pros, Hall of Fame,
and blowing up now.
And now have an issue with a little 20-year-old white.
That sucks. Anyway. Hey, check it out.
Crazy.
Let us know what you think. If you agree, disagree, let us know below. We see y'all soon. Peace.